past and present, to help us understand the context in Myanmar today and on the Thai side. It's the second largest country in Southeast Asia.
And last year I had a chance to go together with Chiling to make Misok, to see the work that is being done there, and more importantly to understand the community, the challenges they face there.
Equitech Collective did not exist at the time. We were mostly a ragtag team of engineers who were trying to just tinker and make things work. It's easy, if we're not intentional, for this trajectory to continue, and it has. It will get even worse with AI. But can it also be a force for, not just good, but force for redistributing resources?
They serve a community of over 250,000 migrants and refugees who might be living in Mesot, or in some cases they're traveling across the border. They might have taken a few hours to travel just to reach the clinic to access.
The medical industry in Singapore is highly regulated, especially with regards to electronic health records. So I'm just wondering how it actually works in Thailand. How do you sort of get approval to deploy as in a local community?
Part of it was because it's an unregulated space. Right? We were working among refugee and migrant communities, but that was also a responsibility we carried very, very seriously, because just because it wasn't regulated doesn't mean that there are no standards and there are no risks.
As an engineer, I really don't have a good sense of UI. I really need the designer's help. But as an engineer, I also need to have some common sense, right? I was sitting next to a designer, and the designers would ask me, so which of these options should I choose? And they would choose the one that I didn't choose. So that's the extent of my design sense, and that's also when I knew that I had to explicitly go and learn how to design a UI and experience for users.
And the theory of change is basically that you're going from insights in the sunrise part, making sense of the context, moving on to co-designing, then followed by fostering ownership where you hand it over to the partner. A lot of co-creation that we did. So we sent over and we had a lot of we had a weekly sync.
So Medipod started off as a project where fresh grads of medical school students are actually deployed to run the rural clinics alone.
I'm sure there's a lot of different problems in Thailand, and how do you zoom into the particular case studies that you present just now?
I think what we want to highlight here is that we aim to build literacy to start off, to understand the real needs of the people in the area, what could have the most impact to them, right? So I think we landed on software engineering as one of the highest impact skills that you can learn online and bring that skills.
I was at that time leading the Medicaid team for the cyclone response activities, and also because of construction law last year 2024 April, where construction law is if you are between 4 male 18 to 35, you have to serve for 2 years.
Well, I understand that you can't solve this problem, but how are you thinking through this?
The point is that as we talk about one of the approaches of Equitech in building with, that we're not building for stuff and giving it to them, but hoping to join together with the teams that we're hoping to benefit and helping them to understand what their problems are, understand to design what the solutions are, and to build with them. The core question always when it comes to implementation is who are these people that you're building with?